Hello guys, I welcome you all to my channel. In this video, we will design a gear watch. We will derive some equations and then we will select spur gears of suitable value of number of teeth for the from design library to complete our project. So let's start this. Okay, here you can see our design will be based on module or diametral pitch. Okay, now we will give the second hand rotation directly 1 rpm. Now we will use 4 gears in order to convert the rotation from second hand to minute hand, and similarly 4 gears will be used to convert the rotation from minute hand to hour hand. Now we can also complex this by using different idler gears, and we can also make it more simpler by using only 2 gears to convert the rotation from second hand to minute hand. Now you can see on the screen we require 1/60 gear ratio in order to convert the rotation from second hand to minute hand. As you know that when second hand completes its 60 rotations, then 1 minute hand rotation will be completed. So here is the gear ratio for the compound gears. Now T1 and T3 are the driver gears, and these will be the teeth of the pinion, and T2 and T4 are the teeth of the gear, which will be bigger in size. So here are some calculations. As you can see, I split this 1/60 into 1/6 and 1/10. So T1/T2 is equals to 1/6. Similarly T3/T4 will be equals to 1/10. Okay, here is a mistake. This will be T3/T4, as you can see here. I will be skipping some extra work. I just changed the equation for module into radius, and here x is the distance between center of gears. Here you can also define x as r1 plus r2 or r3 plus r4. So we have to assume the module or diametral pitch. I will be working with module, so let's say I assume 3. So if I assume module 3, then I will have to calculate, or you can say assume the value of x, but there will be a pattern to assume the value. Here you can see m multiplied by 7. Similarly here you can see m multiplied by 11. So we will multiply these 4 terms. Here you can see. Now for m is equal to 3, after evaluating this equation we get 693. So this will be the value of x. Now remember, x is the sum of the radius. Now putting this value of x in this equation, we will get T1, and by solving these equations we will get other value of teeth. I calculated for module 3. So here you can see the value of T1, T2, T3 and T4. So in order to do some quick checking, we will just put the values in this equation. So this must satisfy our values. So after putting the equation, I calculated, and the result is 1/60, which is the required gear ratio. So this was for the second hand to minute. Now we will calculate for minute hand to hour hand. Now remember, from minute hand to hour hand, it should be 1/12 gear ratio. So we will do the similar steps, just the gear ratio will get changed. So you can see the pattern is same. Here the equations will be made as same. Similarly, so now you can see here I assume the module 4. You can change the module for this gears train. Now remember, the rotation will be transferred from 4th gear to the 5th gear, but those rotation will not be transferred by meshing. Now 4th gear and 5th gear will be coupled on a same shaft. You will see when we will model it. So here you can change the module. You don't have to keep it 3, you can keep it 2, you can keep it 4. But remember, do not oversize your gears. So similarly calculating the same way we get double three six for the value of y, and I calculated for number of teeth. Here you can see for the number of teeth of 5, 6, 7 and 8 the values come like this. Now I did again the quick check and this will be the result here. So now we will model our gear system for the clock as the number of teeth we calculated. So let's start this. Now here we will design our gear in assembly mode. Select OK. OK, now go to design library, toolbox, add in now. OK, now go to ISO, double click here, go to power transmission, gears, and select spur gear and drag out in the window. Now here some properties of the gear can be changed here. So select module 3. Okay, now for the first gear our number of teeth are 33. So we will select 33. Here select 33 right here. Okay, keep pressure angle 20, face width 4, or you can change it. Now hub style, select it B, because we have to create a shaft afterwards, so you don't need to create a shaft if you select the hub style B. So here make the hub diameter as you want. I will keep it 7. Overall length make it 50. Okay, now nominal shaft diameter keep it 6, or you can change it, you can make it 4 as you want. Keyway make it none, and show teeth make it 33. Okay, select. Here it is asking for another component, just cancel it. Okay, now we need to save it. Okay, now we will save it as part file. Save as. Okay, gear 1. Now save it as part file. Okay, now we will create gear 2. If it is asking to save it, so if you want to save the assembly in order to make the changes, you can save it, but I will not save it. So I will say don't save. I will create a new assembly. So again drag a spur gear. Now I will create gear 2 which has 198 teeth. So just select 198 teeth. Here we have 198. Okay, now face width 4, hub style B, hub diameter make it, okay, make it 7, overall length make it 30 or 40, sorry it is 50 40, we have to make it 40. Nominal shaft diameter make it 5, keyway none, accept it. Now cancel it and save it as part file. Okay, save it as part gear 2. Okay, going to gear 3. Again, drag a spur gear. Module 3. Now we will make gear number 4, and then afterwards we will make gear number 2. 210. Okay, face width 4. Okay. Now we need to make the nominal shaft diameter 7 and make the hub diameter 8. Okay, accept it. Okay, save it as gear 4 part and gear 4. Now again, spur gear. Now we need to make it, it was 21, right? We need to make it 21. So here 21, face width 4. All right, hub diameter. So now we don't need hub. Okay, nominal shaft diameter, make it 7. Accept it. Okay, cancel. Save it as part file and gear 3. Okay. Now we will assemble the first 4 gears and then we will make the further gears and then we will make the further assembly. So now first we will assemble the first 4 gears. Go to assembly. Okay. Now we need to open these 4 gears. Open. All right. Okay, this is the first gear. Now make it float. Right. Okay, made the right plane with this back face here. Make it coincident. Accept it. Okay. Okay, now we need to draw a sketch on the right plane. We just need a center line to define the center to center distance. Okay. Now the center to center distance was, here we calculated right here, 693. Now this is a D1 plus D2. I mistakenly spoke it R1 plus R2. Basically it is D1 plus D2. D1 plus D2. So we will just divide it by 2 and the answer we get is 346.5. So make it 346.5. Accept it. Make sure it is coincident. Accept. Okay, now we need to select the, okay, now we need to select this face of the gear 2 and mate it with this point right here and make it concentric. Accept it and make this face and this face coincident. Accept it. Okay, now we need to make this point and this face concentric. Accept. Okay. Okay, now our these two gears are defined completely, and you can see the gears are perfectly meshing. Okay. Now mate, sorry, now gear. Now we will add a gear mate. Go to mechanical mates, gear mate, this face, and this face right here. Okay, now give it the number of teeth. It was 33 and it was 198. Except now we will see if the gears are perfectly meshing or not. So yes, you can see the gears are perfectly meshing. Okay, now it is perfectly working. Make it hide. Alright. Now we need to make this gear mate and concentric with this C. Okay, now just drag it up a little bit. Okay, now the motion will be transmitted from gear 2 to gear 3 via a key. So we need to make a key. Okay, open this part. No. Okay, now we will define a plane. Make this face first reference and make it 5 mm. Okay, now sketch on this plane. Make it normal. Now select a line. Okay, make it construction geometry. Now select a corner rectangle. Draw a rectangle like this. Make this edge and this edge concentric. Okay, now make these two point and this line symmetric. Okay, now define this length as 0.5 and this as 1. Okay, now extrude it up to 4. In watch gears there is no very much power to be transmitted, so this keyway will work. So our keyway has been generated. Now go back to assembly. Now we have to make a keyway in this gear 3. Open this part. Now select this face, sketch. Okay, make a corner rectangle. Select, draw a center line like this. Okay, now make these 2 points and this line symmetric. Now dimension it 0.5 and it must be 1. Okay, now it looks fine. Now make a extrude cut through all except. Okay, now our keyway has been generated. Go back to assembly. Okay, now select this face right here and mate coincident with this face. Make it coincident. accept it. Okay, there must be some error. Let me see. Okay, select this face, mate, and this face. Okay, now it is working. Now select this face, top face of the gear and top face of the keyway. Accept. Here you can see our gears are now moving as these are required. Okay, now we need to mesh these two gears. First, let us see if our shaft diameter is equivalent to the hub diameter. It is 7 mm and it must be 7 mm. Okay, it is 7 mm. So we can now make these two shafts as coincident, sorry, concentric. Make these two shafts concentric. Accept it. Now make this face and this face concentric, sorry, coincident. Okay, now we need to mate, apply a gear mate between these two gears. First, we need to make it right. Okay, now you can see there is no colliding between the gears. So now we can mate them. Go to mate, mechanical mate, here gear mate, select this face and this face. Right. Now first we selected this face. Okay, you can see this has been turned into yellow, so it is saying that there is some error. So let us see what the error is. Okay, there is no error. Okay, I don't see any error. So we will apply mechanical mate, gear mate here, select this face. Okay, here I see the error now. So we are mating this gear with this gear and this gear has already been mated. So because you can see this shaft is of this gear, not this. So we will just hide this gear for a second and we will select this face. Okay. So that's why an error was popping up. Mechanical mates, gear, select this mate and select this face. Okay, now give it, okay, it was what it was it 21 and 210. All right, it was 21, it was 210. All right, now we can show this. Okay, let us see if it is working. Okay, it is not working. Why it is not working? Okay, just delete this. Okay, okay, apply mechanical mate and go to gear mates. Okay, we need to first hide this gear so we can choose this face. Again go to made, mechanical made, gear made. Okay, select this face. Okay, okay, get it. Okay, we also need to hide this gear right here because the shards of the previous gears are being selected. So we are just applying mate on the previous shaft or previous gears. So that's why an error was showing. So select this and this face. Okay, now make it 21 and make it 110. Okay, okay, now it is working. Now show this and also this. Okay, now let us see if it is working. Okay, now our both the gears are working. Okay, now we need to make some needles. Okay, this is the shaft of the second needle. So we will just open part. Oh, so here go normal. Here sketch on this face. Okay, now draw a center line. Select line. Alright. Now draw a needle as you want. I will just simply draw a simple needle. Now make it and this line. Now make these two lines equal and parallel as well. Equal and parallel. Okay, now make these 2 points and this line symmetric. Okay, and also make these 2 points and this line symmetric. Okay, now make this point and this point vertical. Okay, you can adjust the size as you want. Okay, now it will work fine. So go to features, extrude both space, make it reverse direction. You can make it 0.2 mm. Okay, the sketch has intersecting contours. Okay, now we need to select some contours. Select this one and this one. Okay, okay, now our needle of the second hand has been generated. Okay, go back in the assembly. Yes, you can see here. Now we will do this on the minute hand gear. Okay, now this is the minute hand gear shaft. So just select this and open part. No. Okay, now we will similarly select the face. This face, sketch, make it normal, center line like this, and here draw a similar sketch. Okay, okay. Now make these two lines equal and parallel. Okay, you can see here there is an extended line. You can just trim it. Okay, select. Okay, now we will make these 2 points and this line symmetric. Can adjust the size. Okay, now adjust the needle tip. Okay, now you can extrude it. Now similarly select the contours and this one, reverse the direction, make it 0.2, accept. Okay, now our needles has been generated. Now go back in sketch. Now these two needles are not colliding. Okay, okay, now we will save this assembly. Here, watch. Now we will design the gears to convert the rotation from minute hand to hour hand, and then we will continue this assembly. Here we will again design a spur gear of the required number of teeth using design library. Now we will select module 4 and the number of teeth are given here. Okay, select module 4. Number of teeth must be 28, should be 28, and face width 4, hub style type A, nominal shaft diameter 7, K none, accept it, cancel it, and save it as part. Make it gear 5. Now again design a gear. Now here we need 56 number of teeth. So make it 56. Face width 4. Make hub style type B. And make hub diameter 7. And overall length make it 25. And nominal shaft diameter make it 6. Accept it. Now save it as part gear 6. Now again we will design gear 7. Okay, now the number of teeth required are 12. So make it 12. Pressure angle, face width, make it type A. And nominal shaft diameter make it 7. Okay, accept. Now again save it as part. Now all gears must be saved as part. Now we will design our last gear. Okay, go to design, libraries, per gear. Okay, now make it 72 teeth. So here we have 72. Okay, hub style make it B. Half diameter, make it 8, and overall length make it 45. Nominal shaft diameter make it 6, or sorry, it should be 7. Sorry, it is 8. No, it is 7. Okay. Now again save it as part and gear 8. Now we will open our gear watch assembly. Here you can see this is our seconds hand, and this is our minutes hand. Okay, here you can see there is a problem. Our seconds and minutes hands are not in align in similar direction. Okay, the problem is right here. So first of all we will fix this problem. Press it, or actually delete it. We will again define it. Okay, it creates problem when there is an impacting between gears, then it will create problems. So first hide the first two gears. Okay, now select mate, make make sure there is no collision between gears. Okay, now go to mate, mechanical mates, here gear. Okay, select this face and then select this face right here. Okay, now give it 210 and give it 21. Accept it. Now it is okay. Now just make it show and also make it show. Now we will see if these are working fine. Okay, now you can see here our minute and second hands are moving in the same direction. So it is okay. Now we will add our gears for the our hand. So insert components, gear 5, open. Okay, now the motion from gear 4 to gear 5 will be transmitted via a key. So we define a key. Similarly, first we define a plane, make it 5. Okay, now go to sketch, draw a center line, select. Now okay, delete it. Okay, I'll just delete this. Okay, now make this edge here and this point here coincident. Similarly, make this edge and this point coincident, and now make these 2 points and this line symmetric. Okay, there is an error. Okay, delete this relation here. This relation. Now it is okay. Okay, now define the dimensions. It should be 0.5 and it should be 1. Accept it. Now go to features, extruded boss base, and make it 4. Accept. Make this plane hide. You can see a key has been generated. Go go back to assembly. Okay, now create a keyway in this gear. Open part. Now sketch on this face. Make it symmetric and make this edge and this point coincident. Okay, it is coincident now. Now make it 0.5 and make it 1. Sorry, we have to define an extruded cut here. Make it through all. Okay, now go back to assembly. Okay, now we need to make these two gears. So first we will just define a concentric mat like this. Okay, drag this up a little bit. Now we need to make this face and this face coincident. Now make this face and this face coincident. Accept it. Okay, now you can see our fifth gear is moving according to this fourth gear. So now we have to make our fifth gear. So insert component. Sorry, we have to define made our fifth gear with sixth gear. Okay, first we will sketch. We will sketch on this face. We will just define the distance as we did before. You can see every step are similar to the first 4 gears. Only the number of teeth is changed and the distance between the gears are changed. Now we divide this by 2, divided it by 2, which will be equals to 168. So we define this 168. Okay. Okay, now make this face. Okay, first exit the sketch. Now made this face and this point coincident. make sorry concentric. Again I made the same mistake. Make it concentric. Okay, now make this face and this face coincident. Okay, now okay. Okay, we will just hide these gears. Okay, so we can easily just our made our new gears. Okay, I think we need to hide this gear also. Hide component. I think now these gears are not colliding, so we will define a gear mate, mechanical mates, gear here and here, and define it. What was it? It was 28 and 56. So make it 28 and make it 56. Accept it. Okay, now the gears are perfectly meshing. Okay, hide this line. Okay, now we need to mate our gear number 7 with this gear. Now this gear 7 will, now the motion from gear 6 to gear 7 will be transmitted via a key. So we will design a key here. Just open part. Similarly, we will define the key as we defined before. Plane. Okay, go to sketch here. You can see if make it symmetric, and we will make it coincident. I think this is coincident. Okay, now make it 0.5, make it 1, extruded bow space, make it 4. Okay, accept it. Hide this plane. Okay, our key has been generated. So go back in our assembly. Now insert a component 7. Okay, we need to define a keyway here. We can define it in the assembly. Go to edit part. Okay, just make it normal. Okay, go to create a sketch on the face. So sketch it. Make these 2 points and this line symmetric. Define it 0.5. Okay, now go to features, extruded cut, make it through all. Okay. Okay, now our keyway has been generated. Okay, now mate this, go to mate. We will first make it concentric. Here concentric mate. Okay, now make this face and this face right here. Accept. Now make this face and this face accept. Alright, now our seventh gear has been defined in the assembly. So our last gear is left now. Okay, we just show this fourth gear to see our shaft. Okay, so again hide this component. Okay, now insert component gear 8. Now made this gear shaft and this circular section here concentric, accept it. Okay, now make it perfectly aligned so that these gears must not collide with each other. Yes, now here like this. Go to mechanical mates gear. Okay, now select this face and okay, we will hide these two gears also so that we do not mistakenly select the surface of these two gears. So we will hide these two gears also and hide this also. Okay, okay, first make these two faces concentric coincident. Make these two faces coincident. Okay, okay, now gear, make this face and this face. Okay, now define the number of teeth. So it should be 12. It should be 72. Okay, you can see the gear is perfectly meshing. Now we can hide all the sorry, we can show all the gears like this. Now you can see our all the gears are moving. So we need to define the our hand. Okay, I think there is some problem. Okay, so we need to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, we will make it smaller a little bit. We will just first check how much we need to make it small. Okay, the distance between these two lines is 23.2. So we will make it 24. Okay, now select the front plane, sketch. Okay, we need to select these two lines and make this length 24. Go to extruded cut and through all both. Accept it. Okay, here you can see. I think our these two shafts are colliding with each other. Okay, we will make it right. We will just select this face and open part. Okay, just select this face and sketch. Okay, now go to extrude both face, select this and select this surface. Okay, okay, now close. Okay, concentric. Okay, uh, go to this concentric mate, edit feature. Okay, it is saying this face is missing. Alright, just delete this and select this face and accept. Okay, now the error has been removed. Okay, now we will just draw the our hand. Okay, so we will sketch on this face. Sketch right here. We will draw a center line like this, and similarly as we did draw before, we will draw a hand. Okay, make these 2 points and this line symmetric. Make these two lines equal and parallel. Okay, make these 2 points and this line also symmetric. Okay, now just adjust the dimensions. Okay, now adjust the needle tip. Okay, go to features, extruded bow space. Now we have two contours. Select this one and this one. Make it 0.2 and make the direction towards the gear surface. Okay, reverse it. No, it's okay. Okay, now our hand has been generated. Now go to assembly. Okay, now let's check this if it is working. I think this was our, okay, this is our second end. Okay, so let's move this. Okay, okay, now we will create a dial. First save the document. Okay, now our almost work has been completed. So we will just create a dial here. Okay, new part. We will name it dial. Okay, I will just select right plane and sketch on it. Okay, I will select the center and I will draw a circle from the center, the center. Alright, okay. Okay, now I will go to part and open part. Okay, okay, now I will extrude it. Okay, now I will extrude it. Uh, where is it? Okay, I made a mistake here. I will have to first go to edit part. Okay, now I will have to draw a circle. Sorry, sketch here and sketch on right plane. I will sketch on right plane. You must have to see that which plane you will work with. Okay, it might be your front plane or it might be your top plane, depending upon the first plane you selected to design with. So I will draw a circle. Okay, accept it. Okay, I will just make this sketch delete because I don't need this. I need this circle in the dial part. Okay, now open part. Okay, I have this circle. Okay, I will extrude it. Let's extrude it up to 20 and 15 mm. Make it 15. Okay, sketch on the face. Okay, now we will draw a polygon on the center and make it 14. This parameter here, number of sides, make it 14 and make this side horizontal. Okay, and select this polygon for construction geometry. Okay, I'll make it a little bit big like this. Okay, now I will just add some numbers here. Okay, now I will draw a line here for this one only, and I will select here. You can see I will add text. I will select this line. I will write text 12, make it mid plane, and uncheck this box, go to font and make it 40 points. Okay, you can see our 12 has been generated. You can change the font, you can make it big, you can make it 55. Okay, accept. Okay, now I have to draw some lines. I have to draw lines, make it horizontal lines and connect with these points here. I draw this polygon to make the symmetry so that our numbers will be equally divided. Okay, just draw these center lines and over these center lines we will write our text. Okay, make it horizontal like this. Okay, now here we will write 1, uncheck this, make it 55. Okay, we will select this right align. You can see it is aligned right now. 1. Now we will select this line, make it 2. Okay, now make it midway, accept it. Okay, similarly here it will go 7, make it 55. Here make it left line, accept. Okay, now our numbering has been completed. Now make this line construction geometry only. Go to features, extruded boss base. Now you can see this sketch has been selected. Okay, now extruded, you can extrude up to 0.4. It will do fine, or if you want you can make it 1 or whatever you like. You can see now our number has been generated. One more thing, we have to make a hole in between, and so sketch on this. Now make a hole, make this hole 9 mm. Go to features, extruded cut, and make it through all, accept. Now our dial has been completed. Go back in assembly. Okay, now make it float. Okay, now make this, sorry, we will make first this edge here made, and this face here we will make it concentric, accept. Okay, now here we will select this lower key, lower hand face, and we will select our dial face, and we will give it a width of 5 mm. Accept it. Now our clock has been created. Now we will add some motion to it. Okay, now go to motion study, drop down this, and go to motion analysis. Okay, now select motor, and give it. Now you can see seconds hand revolve at 1 rpm. So give it 1 rpm, make it constant speed and select this. You can edit key point, make it 20 second to observe. Okay, now calculate. Here you can see it is very slow. So if you want to check it and make it 60 rpm. So now basically your minutes hand will move at 1 revolution per second. So you can check a little bit, you can get an idea whether your calculation is right or not. You can see this is your minute hand, this is your seconds hand, and this is your hour hand. So all of these are moving in right order. So you can run the animation. So if you find this video informative and like it, then you subscribe the channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.